Welcome to today's WIGI-pedia, the Women in the Golf Industry's our educational series. My name is Kay McMahon, and I'm the current president of Women in the Golf Industry, which we affectionately call WIGI. And we are thrilled to have this great participation today and all of you here to be participating. And I think that with the participation that we've gotten, the response, that we probably should do this 2 or 3 times, because we all need to know how to do social media a little bit better all the time, because it seems like it changes. They say every 6 months, but I think it changes about weekly. Every Monday something different comes up. Let's get started. I'd like to introduce our guest. Today's WIGI-pedia's Networking 101 about tagging, reposting, all kinds of information about how to do this better. Our guest today is a WIGI member and a new board member, is Brooke Cote. She'll be doing the presentation. And I want to tell you just a little bit about her, because she does an awful lot. She's been a WIGI member, I think, for 2 years now, and she's the founder and owner of Smoke Show Golf Company. She's on a mission to help women get out of their comfort zone and feel their best with their golf apparel, and it's fun and it's great. She's created a brand that's really dedicated to empowering women both on and off the golf course. Brooke, though, also balances a full-time job in the life sciences while running Smoke Show Golf. She is also the chair of Women in Pharma for ISPE, along with volunteering for many other organizations. So we're very delighted to have her here today. And again, she's going to hopefully give us, this is Networking 101. So when I started this, because I had to ask some questions, I said, slow down, I don't understand one thing you're talking about. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Brooke, and let's give her a big hand and welcome. Thank you for doing this.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, if you have questions during, feel free to drop it in the chat. And then I do think we'll have a little time at the end for question and answers. We're gonna, I have a little presentation for you guys today, and then we're gonna switch over and go live on the internet. I'm gonna bring up my LinkedIn and Instagram and kind of show you some real-time things. So with that being said, it is always LinkedIn and Instagram, everything I'm going to show you today, it all comes to the fundamentals of networking. So with that, I'm going to just take a few minutes and kind of go get back to the basics. In order to be successful and engage and grow your following, grow your businesses, it's really all about building relationships. So that networking for success comes with that relationship and not just hashtags and posting. There has to be meaning behind that. So with that being said, a little bit about me. Kay already went into it, but I obviously love golf. I'm the owner of Smoke Show Golf, a female golf apparel line. I do consider myself an ultra networker. So, you know, some of this might be easy for me because I am naturally an extrovert. But, you know, whether it's virtual or in person, I go to at least 1 networking event per week, and sometimes it could be up to 10. I do have 2 beautiful dogs. I went to school for pre-vet, so you don't have to be a marketing major to be good at LinkedIn. You just have to do it, or LinkedIn and Instagram. It's just about taking action. And then when I'm not golfing, I'm either at the beach or snowboarding in the winter. Agenda for today: why network, why post, why tag, the basics of networking, and then we'll go into utilize LinkedIn, and then we'll go into utilize Instagram. So why should you network? You always want to be building relationships. So you may have, you might be teaching lessons, you might be an architect building a golf course, or you might be selling product. Whatever it is, you always want to be networking, because you may be looking for a job. You may be looking to hire someone and expand. Or in this case, with Women in Golf Industry, we want to get more members. So, you know, very similar to hiring people, growing that network. And then just access to different job opportunities. I know one of our members is a student architect, so she's networking now to hopefully get a job with some of the connections she's met here at the Women in Golf Industry. I know on a lot of these calls and just in general, it's always amazing to be sharing our knowledge with each other. And then just the more you network, whether it's in person or engaging on posts, it's going to continually increase your confidence, and this will get easier and easier. And you always want to be a resource for your company. So if you're an employee, then you can find out information and bring that back to your boss, vice versa, or organization. I could find information and bring it back to a volunteer organization such as WIGI. So not to dumb it down, but just some basics of networking. I base a lot of my networking, all the engagement I do on LinkedIn, off a book by Jane Matson called You, Me, You. So when you're talking to someone or meeting someone new, you want to make sure you're asking about them a couple times first. So even just chit-chatting on the call before, we had a new member on this call and I asked them where they're from, any trips coming up. You always kind of want to learn about someone else first before you make it about yourself. Obviously, be smiling and positive. Don't look distracted. Again, this is more in person and on like Zoom calls. Obviously, if you're commenting on someone's post or LinkedIn, they're not going to see your face, but even just using exclamation points to show that enthusiasm and that tone is super important. I know for Instagram, using emojis. They can't see you smiling, but don't be afraid to add a little emoji so that they can see the emotion from behind it. Make sure you are a resource first. You always want to give before you take when possible. It's not always the case. Someone may volunteer information or help for you, but always see how you can return the favor and be a resource. For LinkedIn and Instagram in particular, when another small business such as the Marker Locker, it holds ball markers, they're really good about if I comment on their post, they'll come to my page and comment on my post. So you want to make sure that you're not just expecting everybody to comment on your LinkedIn and Instagram, but that you're reciprocating. So if you see someone comment, take the time, go to their page and leave them a comment or two and a like as well. And then obviously, who doesn't love compliments? So if you're leaving a LinkedIn post, and we do a picture, maybe a group photo of a WIGI-pedia session, if you think it was awesome, leave a comment and say it was awesome. That's huge for engagement, and it brings your information in that post to a whole nother network of people. Lastly, you want to wear bright clothing and stand out. Luck favors the bold. So when you're in your photos, LinkedIn, Instagram, if you're walking the PGA show, if you're on a call, I wore green today, you always want to remember to stand out. Sometimes people don't remember my name, but they may remember the blonde chick with the cheetah print shirt on. So standing out's always a beautiful thing. And then I think these are quite obvious, but believe it or not, I do have to remind people, if you are talking to someone or you're on a call or you're in person at the PGA show, don't be looking around, be engaged. If you have a phone call coming or something else, just let them know, hey, I have my boss calling me in 5 minutes, and give them a heads up. If you are looking for help, and whether it's a LinkedIn message or an Instagram, and you say, hey, do you have time to get a coffee or set up a meeting, or hey, can we get dinner at the PGA show? And I'm using the PGA show for example because that's coming up and it hits very close to home for all of us. Then you should be paying for that coffee, or you should be paying for that dinner. If someone who you're looking to get help from, you're asking them for your time, make sure that you're following certain steps of, if you're going to offer and take their time, that you're probably picking up that bill. More often than not, people will ask to take me out, ask for intel. This is actually in the Jane Matson's book, You, You, Me, You, and they'll already have the coffee. And I'm like, I just got here, I'm not even late. So little things like that, you want to make sure that you stand out in these positive ways. Again, if you're on Instagram and LinkedIn, if you're not commenting and engaging, you're basically at a networking event, just standing in the corner and not making new friends. You have to challenge yourself to move around and meet new people. So I know those are kind of basics, but they are very important, and they are just as important whether you're online engaging or if you're in person or on a virtual call. So jumping into LinkedIn and how consistency is key. You don't have to overthink a post. You just gotta post. I think a lot of us get paralyzed thinking, should I post this? Should I post that? Or waiting for the best time. I even do it myself. Just pull the trigger and post. It could be anything. It could be a new client. Maybe for me, I sell product, getting into a new pro shop, post it. You get a new product, a new pattern, post it. There's no bad thing to post. Just be consistent. And then to get more traction on those posts, you're going to want to use hashtags. And I'll get into that when we jump over to the web and I take you right directly to my LinkedIn. But using hashtags that complement your post. For example, if I'm doing a golf related post, I'll most likely use hashtag golf, hashtag golf girl, so on and so forth. Versus when I'm posting for my full-time job in life sciences, I'll use hashtag life science, hashtag biotech. And once I go over to the website, I'll show you why those are so powerful and the amount of followers behind some of these hashtags that I've taken the time to research. So not only do you want to post, but you want people to engage on your post. So kind of going back to the last slide, make sure you're engaging on other people's posts. So this will build trust. So when you see a post that you like or someone that you're trying to build a relationship, like it, comment on it. And of course, if it's valuable to your network, definitely reshare it. I know especially for Instagram, it's not that it's more important resharing on one than the other, but it's easier to reshare a lot more on Instagram because there's the story versus LinkedIn. Like I post almost every other day on my personal LinkedIn for my full-time job. So I may only reshare about 3 or 4 posts a week because then it gets the feed gets bogged down differently than when you reshare on Instagram. So, but as long as you're doing it, again, just taking action. A lot of us say we're going to do it and don't do it. Being consistent is key. For me, what works for me with engaging is I like to do like 10 minutes in the morning when I'm drinking my coffee, and then about 10, 15 minutes at night when I'm kind of winding down watching TV. I'm not sure. Is that me? Sorry. So engaging and then connecting. I know for some folks, for me, I like to connect with a ton of people. So recently I typed in PGA on LinkedIn, and I'll show you guys this as well, or I'll do it on Instagram.
Moisturizer. Ladies, it's time to ask for more. Revitalift.
I don't know who that is. Sorry, you're just distracting. You want?
We can't hear Kate.
Can you hear me? Okay, cool. I'm going to continue going. So connecting is a great way to build your network as well. So on Instagram, what I do is I'll type in like golf. There's a lot of people like Smoke Show Golf or Birdie or F-O-R-E. And then you get to find all these accounts. So what I'll do is go connect with them. And then it's a numbers game. Maybe 20% of them will connect back with me. So that'll actually increase my visibility as well. On LinkedIn, I do it a little bit different. I will type in, for example, LPGA or PGA, and there'll be a ton of people on that. And then I'll go through and connect. There's a couple different ways to build your network by connecting on LinkedIn. Not everybody feels comfortable connecting people with people they don't know. I personally don't mind connecting with people I don't know. So
Wait.
Yep.
It's okay. Can you go back to that slide?
Absolutely.
Just okay. I want to go back. I started to talk, but I connected to something else. There's always a lot of questions between whether it should be a hashtag or the @ sign. Plus, I'm always confused. So the difference.
You just broke up a little bit, but what I'm doing on the next is now I'm actually going to go onto LinkedIn and show you the difference. We're going to start with LinkedIn, and I'm going to show you the difference between a hashtag and using the @ sign. So I'm going to actually make a post. When I do the @ sign, so like the Surplus Solutions that I tag my company, that allows me to get access to all of their followers. So I'm going to go to their page for a second and show you. They have 2,800 followers. When we go back to my page, I have 8,700 followers. So when you team up and tag people with the @ sign, which I'm going to show you manually in a second, now you're reaching almost 10,000 people. So the more people you tag, the more pages you're going to reach. So I'm going to go to my post again. So this is a post. So I always try to get a group photo. So I tag my company, and then I end up tagging the different names. So down here, I'm going to show you in a comment. When you do the @ sign, and then you start typing someone's name, it pops up. You click on your name, and then it becomes black, and then that's how you tag them. That's all of these folks were tagged up here. I'm just going to comment. I'm friends with Lindsay, so she'll be fine that I just did that. And then now you see it's clickable. It's bringing, just by commenting her name, even though she's already up here, if I commented someone else's name as well that's not in the photo, like, hey, look at this job opportunity, it will now bring everyone to, it'll all show up on Lindsay Straight's feed as well. So I'm going to click to her page just to give you an example of how many people she has. So it just continues to expand the network. So Lindsay only has about 500 plus connections, but that's okay. Because when you tag 10 people, some have 2,000, some have 500, and it all adds up. So the more people, the merrier. The other thing you're going to want to do is I've taken time, especially with biotech, to take the time to look up what the hashtags have for followers. So I'm actually going to do golf to show you guys golf. So when I type in hashtag golf and press enter, why isn't it showing?
It always happens this way when you show somebody something and never.
No, it's so funny.
It's okay. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
Actually, I might just do this. So this guy right here has golf. Oh, he has hashtag golf right here.
This is good. This is slowing you down, so that's okay. That's
I love it.
I'm able to catch up a little bit. So you got to remember,
Yes,
I got this gray hair for a reason.
I love it. I love it. So basically, I don't know. It's not, when I type in golf club, it should show me the amount of followers for golf versus golf club. I know for biotech versus biotechnology, with biotechnology, not irrelevant hashtags for us, but biotechnology has over 1 million followers, whereas hashtag biotech has 300,000 followers. So although one's very big and one's still big, I still always use those hashtags. So with golf, golfing, very similar. So again, when you're going to, let me go back to my page for you guys. When you're going to start a post, you're always going to want a photo. It's better to post with a photo, like an image. You can change it around. Let me get this out of the way. And then you could say, so great golfing at New Seabury, the club at New Seabury. So that's this golf course. So you want to, if you tag the golf course, and it gets all of those folks as well. You can do the same thing if, let's say this was a group photo for women in golf industry, women in golf right here. When I do the @ sign and start typing it out, you'll see that this pops up. And now women in golf industry is also on it. So everyone that's following that page will also most likely see my post in their feed. I'm not going to actually post this photo. And then after you write whatever you want to write, it's actually, if you put enough words right down here, you can actually rewrite with AI. So if you're not feeling enthusiastic or you're not feeling creative, you can just write a few sentences and just rewrite it with AI. You have nothing to lose. There's no excuses anymore to not post. If only it was that easy, right? And then once you figure out what you want to post, you would come back down here, and now I'm doing hashtag. As soon as you start writing, sometimes it pops down, sometimes it doesn't. Golfing. Sometimes I throw something in like networking. It's not biotech or golf related, but networking has millions of followers. So it's a good one to pad the stats so you can get some random engagement. So that is a LinkedIn post. Let me see.
Brooke, I have a question for you.
Yes.
This is Ashley. Do you recommend, like if we have news or I want to do a follow-up from one of my trips, that I do it on my business page? I mean, it's just kind of me. So it's like I do it on my business page, but then I share it because I have more on my personal LinkedIn, or do I just do it all on my personal LinkedIn because they know that, you know, they see my work and what I'm doing, and then I tag my business? I guess I'm just not sure which way to start when I do it.
I would absolutely tag from your personal page because you're going to build a relationship and credibility and trust that way, and always tag your company. So I'll right here, just because we had our biggest conference of the year last week, I was putting surplus solutions right in the headline. But basically what I do is sometimes I kind of sneak it in there just so that all the followers of Surplus Solution, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Like this, I was visiting Middlesex Gases, and then I just put down here, I always kind of sneak in Surplus Solutions. But for you and your company page, I would definitely be like, it was so great. And then tag your company and then get into the juiciness of it. I would continue to do the @ sign and tag your company, and then do at the bottom some hashtags you may want to use. Are like hashtag golf is so general. I'd always use one of those larger ones because it probably has millions of followers, and then even put in like hashtag golf trip. So even though that one may only have 50,000 followers, that's the niche that you're doing. So again, it's just padding stats, educating people. Really consistency is the key. that's guerrilla marketing. So it kind of brainwashes people. So in a few months, they forget that they were looking at your post and then they want to go on a trip and they know to call you. So just it's that consistency. Okay. Great question. Anyone else have any questions right now before I head over to Instagram? Yes.
Own the hashtags? Do people own the hashtags?
Nobody owns the hashtags. You can even make some up. Like this LAFM one, it was a lab asset facilities management. They don't own this. There's probably not a lot of followers on it because no one really would use that. I don't know why. On my phone, it shows me the amount of followers. I apologize.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so something like if it's like Wiggy, if you did hashtag Wiggy, not a bad idea, but there's probably like 10 followers. Because like I don't even follow LAFM hashtag that was used in one of the previous posts. I use Instagram more for Smoke Show Golf, so I'll tag Smoke Show Golf. But again, I just use it to tag it, but I haven't even posted directly from this page. So my Instagram is the complete opposite though. So yeah, you can having a business page is great. Everyone should have a business page, but I definitely recommend, like I have almost 8,000, I have close to 9,000 followers just for my personal page. So I use that. And also too, when posting like this, like Clavio, for example, like they're just posting a marketing thing. I will say, posting a photo with people in it, with you in it in particular, that's going to get a ton more engagement. So any chance you can get to get a group photo, it is kind of cringy sometimes. I'm constantly, if you just saw a lot of the posts, they have a ton of group photos that people know now. I'm like, guys, let's get a quick group photo. Because then you can tag more people. So everyone always knows, I always try to get like at least one photo of like 8 people so I can really pad the stats. So, but even a couple people, getting other folks, like this woman got a bunch of people and it looks like she tagged them. So this woman tagged them. She's doing a good job. Cool. I'm going to jump over to Instagram now. All right. So Instagram, I think definitely an important platform. On this, I have over 13,000 followers. That was only in 2 years. The close to 9,000 on LinkedIn was probably over the last 8 years. So again, it's Instagram is much more faster paced. If you have a service or a product to sell, it is going to probably sell faster on Instagram and you're going to get the word out there. There's just a lot more users and people are doom scrolling on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok as well, but I just stick to these 2 platforms because it's all that I can manage. And then just hashtagging the right stuff, engaging, commenting back right away. So for example, I have a ton of hashtags. Work smart, not hard. Go to one of my posts and just copy and paste my hashtags. I pretty much, this is actually a little bit too much. You shouldn't have this many. I've learned that, but I still have over 1,000 likes on this photo. But I'll show you by clicking on golf here. If you're doing hashtag golf, you're gonna come in this feed with a lot of other folks. Like right off the bat, I recognize this girl, I recognize this girl. So this is the feed that you wanna be in. I'm going to do a post for you guys and show a couple examples. And I'm also going to show you how to add as a collaborator or tag people because it's a little bit different. You can do the @ sign like you do on LinkedIn, but you're going to have different ways to add people so that your post is directly on their grid in their feed. Let me see. All right. So when I talk about grid and feed, this is your grid, all these little squares. So just to give you an example, this girl, Gianna, posted a picture of my sweater and she added me. So if the name is first, that means that person did the post and then she added me as a collaborator. So I just want to show you guys what it looks like at high level and then I'm going to go in and do a post. Yep. I can take the question.
So if somebody posts something on your Instagram that you don't want, can you get rid of it?
Absolutely, you can untag yourself.
I had a couple questions.
And if that person's bugging you, you can always block them. No, just untag, remove yourself. All right, so I'm gonna create a post.
So Brooke, just to clarify, a collaborator would go on their feed, but if you
Yes.
just tagged them, they would go on that like third tab, like off to the side. Okay.
Actually, I can take a step back, and I actually do like these interactive questions. So basically, this is the grid. If everyone can see these little things, when you post a reel, reels are better for engagement. And even though I'm not shy, and a lot of you people know me, I don't love making videos. So I don't do reels as much, but that's the money maker. So if you look at the reels, that gives you the most analytics. It shows, you know, Granite Links hired me to do a post for them. I got 9,000 views. You'll notice that I pretty much engaged and commented back right away. All of them have, you know, nice comments, or even just a couple quick little emojis. Just to comment back right away is important, because that is what can make your post go viral. So I always post knowing that I got to keep an eye on that reel in the, you know, 20 minutes following, or I'll know that I want to go check on it every hour quickly and at least respond to everyone. So the nice thing about reels is it really shows you that engagement, 9,000, 8,000. This one I did in New York City had 17,000. So just finding something fun, being creative. I take a lot of short 8 to 10 second videos. And again, I do all of this from my phone. So it's actually funny that I'm showing you guys from the desktop right now, because I very rarely use the desktop version. But just making a reel, just doing a bunch of little like 7 to 10 second clips, and then kind of cutting off the first 2 seconds on each side. And then boom, you have a putting green in the middle of Times Square. So again, just getting creative and doing it. Let me go back. I just wanted to show you guys. So this is where this section right here, all the way to the top right, that's all the ones that I've been tagged in. So if you don't like something, which actually, thank you for reminding me I needed to untag myself from this, I go to this photo, I go to the top right corner, and I'm gonna do, why is it different on I love it, guys. Hold on, sorry. On the phone, you could easily untag yourself. So I don't want to unfollow the guy. Basically, this post right here, so all the way in this, see the top, there's like this little box of 9 boxes, a little play sign, my saved folder, and then this is tags. If someone adds me as a collaborator, it'll show up. So this woman, Gianna, added me as a collaborator, which I wanted her to. So see Gianna, and then my name is at the top with hers. That's collaborator. That's why I'm on the grid. If they just tag me, it'll still be accessible, but I feel like including myself, not that I want to speak for you ladies, I don't think a lot of us go into the tag section. If I go to someone's page, I'm just going to go to their grid. Same thing with my own. So I barely come to this tag section, and I do clean it out once in a while. Like for example, like this guy, he's a putting company. I love him, but I don't need this on my page right now. Along with, I don't know what this ball is. Some people just randomly tag. And
Brooke, I'm wondering if you click on that again. I'm just trying to be intuitive. I wonder if you go to the post. So there's that drop down that you had up before.
Yep. Oh, go to the post.
Go to the post and see if you can get rid of it there.
Oh yeah, I can't. That's weird. So basically, I'm glad we're learning this together. If you are used to using the desktop and can't get yourself untagged from a photo, you will have to log on to your phone, and then easily you can untag yourself. I just don't want people to be confused with my brand. This doesn't have any Smoke Show Golf clothing in it, so I would probably untag myself from this. So let me create a post for you guys. I'm just gonna keep using this photo. Next. You could obviously crop it more, but I wanted to show you guys clicking through how to add as a collaborator. I don't need any filters, but obviously do what you need to do to match your brand. And then right here, so again, I do this for my phone, but right here where it says add collaborators, I would click this. That's very odd. Usually you can type, okay, it's typing right here. So I could do at woman in golf, and then woman in golf industry should come up. Great. I'm going to delete this post. So I press done. And then I would type up, I could put, we're in Massachusetts, or I could put the Cape Club of New Seabury, because that's where that's at. So great golfing with the at. So I could still, even though I've added women in golf industry as a collaborator on this post, I still may want to use that @ sign and tag them. So great golfing with the women in golf industry ladies today. Obviously, I did not, just using this as an example. And then what's nice about this is it is going to show up on both of our grids now, so that now it'll show up to, I think Women in Golf Industry has about 500 followers. I have about 13,000. So we're going to hit almost 14,000 people. And everyone has such different networks. Sometimes I know with myself, there'll be an influencer with 20,000 followers. They may not want to accept my collaborator because they're too cool because they have 20,000. I only have 10,000. But to me, I'm always wanting to meet new people and get new brand awareness. So even if you only have 300 followers, I'm not above tagging as a collaborator, and you guys shouldn't either. Never look down, because you may get they only have 300 followers, but you might get 3 amazing customers. You never know. So I tag Women in Golf Industry, and then I'll come down here. I'll hashtag golf as these are following down. Okay, so right here, you guys can see it's showing up now that golf has 41 million posts. So I think that comes with about 3 million followers. So then you can do hashtag golf girl. There's close to, over 700,000 followers. It depends what you're doing. If you're doing golf trips, you may want to type in golf trips. That's still good. That's 29,000 followers. So again, some have millions, some have just thousands, but it's a numbers game, and you never know whose attention you're going to get. So with that being said, once I share this, Women in Golf Industry will then get a message in their inbox. They'll have to accept it. So it will not show up on their grid until they review and say, yep, this looks great, and they accept it, and it shows up on the grid. Versus if someone tags you, it's a little bit different, and it'll just show up automatically in that tag section. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they do it, but I guess people do want to get tagged. It gives visibility, but for the grid, you do have to approve it, which is nice, so that it's not just showing up.
Visit our website at womeninthe.golfindustry.com.
Maria, what is it? Are you using MetroTool? What are you using for your third-party scheduling?
Right now, I'm using Meta Business Suite for Instagram and Facebook, and then Content 360 for LinkedIn.
So are you able to tag people and do hashtags through that already?
Hashtags, yes. I have not tried to tag anybody.
Okay, so it's probably dependent on each database. So I would just check it out wherever you're posting that. What I've noticed, my company Surplus Solutions uses MetroTool. And so I'll be able to, I upload the photos, I write what I want them to write, and they post it at the time I tell them to post it. I'm lucky I have a marketing team. I'm on the sales side, but we do have to go in after and sometimes tag people. So I'll log in from the phone. At least I get the content going. So you may be able to make your post through that scheduling. And then when you kind of know it's posting, if you're at the airport, you're waiting for an appointment, log in on the phone. You can do a lot more from your phone, which is funny. You would think you'd be able to do more from the computer, but you can always go in and just edit that post and add the collaborator.
Thank you.
Yes.
Kathy Bissell.
How much time do you devote to each kind of social media a week or a day?
Yeah, so it really depends on the week and the month. Like right now is conference season. I have 3 months of conference season for my full-time job. So it comes so easily and naturally because I'm just so busy running around, like at LAFM last week. So it's easier to do a post each day. It does take me about 10 minutes to do a post. I like to, I pick out nice pictures. I usually have a ton of pictures and then narrowing down to a few photos. And then I might even rewrite with AI, and then I have to go tag people. So it can take 15 to 20 minutes a post because I'm also going back and forth from my LinkedIn to my photos because I might have to zoom in on the photo and read the name tag. I might not know everyone in that group photo with me or be like, oh, I forgot to add Lindsay Straight. So I'm actually going back and forth. So behind the scenes, and I'll be, oh, I got it. And then so I'm kind of going back and forth. So It comes in waves. Same thing with my Instagram. So it's funny, the last couple months I've been very busy with my full-time job. I've not been out really golfing because it's been cold and rainy. But in the summer, I'm posting every day on my Instagram for Smoke Show Golf. So it comes in waves. So I'm sorry that wasn't a very clear answer. But every day you should be taking a few minutes to just reshare a post or engage and say, hey, that looks great. Love that. Oh, that trip looks amazing, Ashley. Oh, that, Pam, your trip to Scotland was awesome. Just engaging with people. There's no reason why you can't take at least 5 to 10 minutes every morning. It's that relationship building. If you want people to support you, you need to make sure you're engaging. So that even if you can't post for a few days or a month goes by, when you do post, you're going to have a lot of support because you've been spending time supporting the other companies and people. I'm
going to call it a byline for lack of a better term. Do you put your name on your photos? Or do you suggest that? I've heard a lot of people saying yes, but I'm not seeing it done a whole lot.
Like if I like the sweater picture that I was like the picture I was just using, I like a water link.
Yeah, almost like a watermark, but
I don't. I think if you have the bandwidth and the time and that's something that's easy for you, I don't see why you shouldn't. There's a company that I love called Metallic Market. It's just a little boutique, and her photos actually recently have been stolen and they're being used on Amazon. So this poor one-woman show, amazing, cute little boutique, she's spending all this extra money on photo shoots, which I mentor. I don't even do photo shoots. All my pictures are just with my phone right now because I don't have a marketing budget. So this poor girl is spending this extra time and money doing these beautiful photo shoots, and Amazon has been stealing them. So that is just a recent case that I noticed the last couple of weeks. So if you have the bandwidth and you can watermark your photos, absolutely, because Amazon and the big guys will come for them at some point. All my stuff, what I sell, is all created by me, designed by me, and manufactured in Peru. No one can really steal my photos, but actually I source these sweatshirts. So maybe someone else will go to fear.com and buy them, and they may take my selfie. So I should be protecting myself, but I'm not.
I was going to say, on all my marketing, I put my logo on it. It's just small in the corner, but if I'm designing a trip, it has my logo on it. So no one can take that itinerary or whatever I've been doing. So,
and also for the group, I love LinkedIn, and just know on your desktop is the only time when you send a request is the only time you can write a message to them, a personalized message. Versus your phone, you can't do that, which I think that like small thing in that, I don't know, I think it's just a nice touch.
So with that being said, before we wrap it up, and any more questions, just the moral of the story is to be consistent. If you don't have anything to post, sometimes what I do in the winter is I repost pictures from the summer. No one's scrolling back and going, oh, she posted that 8.5 months ago. So I tried in the winter right now, I try to post at least once or twice a week. And again, it's very hard because I'm not out golfing. I might just post a picture of a ball marker. But again, it's just the engaging. Take 5 to 10 minutes each morning and go like a bunch of photos and say, oh, that looks cute. Or that trip looks fun. Like, who doesn't love compliments?
Brooke, I have a question. I want to go back to LinkedIn about the business page versus your personal page.
Yeah.
So when I launched, I do have the Rashmi Jane Hudson page, and then I have the Ultimate Luggage page. But I use Canva for my posting. And so it is attached to Ultimate Luggage's page, not my personal page. So could you just talk about that a little bit more? I really just need to post on my personal page and just tag myself for my business page.
Yeah, I would tag your business page. People, it's so funny. I'll post a picture of a ball marker, I'll get 20 likes. I'll post a picture of myself, I'll get 200 likes. People want to like engage with the person. Mm-hmm. I don't know the psychology behind it, but but you still want to bring awareness to your business page. So you can, I don't know, with Canva, I don't use it often. I definitely should be using it more. If you're able to download that photo and post it from posting it just from your personal page, and then tagging, like I was like, oh, I had so much fun with Surplus Solutions this week at the LAFM concert. Like I'll tag Surplus Solutions, and they do photos as well. I mean, they will post as well, but they get a heck of a lot less engagement than when I post literally the same photos from my personal page. You can always do it from the desktop, and then like sometimes I'll do a post from a desktop and I'm like, oh, then I gotta go in. Like for me, now they've actually added a way to add emojis to LinkedIn. There for a while you couldn't add emojis, so I would like do the post and I would just go on my phone and just add 2 emojis. I personally, because I post so much for my business page, for my full-time job in biotech, I love having an emoji because it actually helps me keep track. I know the emoji with the DNA signal was my first day of the conference. The lab coat was the second day. So when you're looking at your feed on my phone, for me, emojis are keeping me organized. So I actually used to, moral of the story is I used to post from my computer and then just go on my phone, press edit, add emoji or two, or tag someone that I may have forgotten. Another little tip and trip too, and this could actually work with services, but obviously like giving away a polo at $72 retail versus a trip or a golf lessons, $200+. So it's up to what you want to give, but I've grown my following and brand awareness by doing giveaways because I'll add someone as a collaborator. So for example, I'm doing 10 days of giveaways from like December 5th to the 15th. And every day I'm going to give away a product. So basically I'll wear my, like this green sweatshirt and I'll give away a divot tool from a company. So I'll collaborate with like Putt Buddies, who has a divot tool, in my sweatshirt. And so that's going to keep me alive through the holidays. Because again, I'm running out of posts and ideas because I'm not out golfing. So I'm just going to do a generic, honestly, probably sitting in front of my periodic table. And I'm just trying to find ideas to keep the posting going for Massachusetts. Small golf season, small state. It's hard to stay alive for 4 or 5 months of the year. So for me, I'm doing 10 days of giveaway just to get 10 posts in the month of December.
Okay, so we're getting close to being at the end. This has been absolutely very enthusiastic, a lot of energy. We'd probably need to do this for another couple hours and then we'd all really be exhausted. But anyways, you get great energy, enthusiasm. But quick question, how can we help WIGI do this better on our social media? Because you're on the social media committee. Can you explain a little bit about what they can do we need, for Member Monday spotlights, we need more information from members sending us information so that we can send that out. There are forms on our website that you can fill out to give us information so that you can get posted, and that would definitely help. So please fill out those forms. Okay, but from your perspective, Brooke, what do you think that they could do to help WIGI get a broader reach?
Yeah, so I think honestly, not only would this help us, but it would help you guys as well. So what my action items for all of you guys is maybe in the next 2 to 3 weeks, if you have something cool you're posting, add Women in Golf Industry as a collaborator. We want to share the cool things you're doing. So I know Maria and Ashley, you guys both do trips, but there's so much to go around. Like if you have a cool trip coming up end of year, tag Women in Golf Industry, and that gets our content going more. We want to know about your businesses, so I separately email us a photo and we can do it from a more branded standpoint as well. But don't be afraid to tag us and engage. But yeah, action items, homework for you guys is to find a way to add WIGI as a collaborator in the coming weeks.
And they can always send us information to at wigi@womeninthe.golfindustry.com. So that's the email address that they can send us information. And please fill out the forms about member spotlights because we need more current information because we keep reposting the same people, which is great, but they keep getting all the stuff. So testimonials would be great. Just a 30-second, 60-second little testimony from every WIGI member would be absolutely awesome. So we need more content, correct? How am I doing on content? Good?
That's perfect. We need more content. It helps us, but it's definitely going to help you too because we may only have 500 followers, but they are quality followers. So
that's what we want. Thank you very much. It was awesome. So thank you, everybody. Give you a big round of applause. So it was awesome. And obviously, I think we can do this again. So because we'll hit other people at different times. So we will definitely schedule this too. With that, I want to thank Brooke again. And thank you very much. Thank you all for attending. This has been great. Absolutely terrific. So thank you all very much. Remember, before clicking off, I'm going to ask you to do 3 things. Remember to like this video, then share it, and also remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Women in the Golf Industry.